Musings of a Reluctant Libtard, Episode 6, The Emotional Toll of Political Exhaustion. I'm so damn tired. I used to have the energy to argue. I remember when debates felt invigorating, when I thought if I just made the right point, found the right fact, or explained it the right way, people would get it. That optimism is gone. Now I just feel tired. Tired of the same conversations. Tired of the same bad faith arguments. Tired of watching people I care about fall for obvious lies while insisting that I'm the one who's brainwashed. And yet, staying silent doesn't feel like an option either. Because silence lets the worst voices take over, and if I stop speaking, what am I saying to the people who are affected by all this? What am I saying to the ones who don't have the privilege of opting out? Why does arguing feel so pointless? I've lost count of how many times I've had the same conversation. Someone shares a blatantly false story. I correct it with actual sources, and they either dismiss it outright or move the goalposts. It's exhausting. It's like trying to empty the ocean with a bucket. It's not just that we disagree, it's that we don't even have the same reality. How do you debate when facts don't matter, when logic doesn't land, when every counterpoint is met with, well, I just feel like... And yet there's always that little voice in the back of my head saying, maybe this time they'll listen. It keeps me in the fight longer than I should stay. How do you process the anger without letting it consume you? The hardest part isn't just the frustration, it's the resentment. When you see people cheering for things that actively harm others, when you watch them celebrate cruelty, it's hard not to let that change the way you see them. And once that shift happens, it's damn near impossible to go back. I try to remind myself that they aren't just their politics, that the same person who parrots conspiracies on Facebook is also the person who brought me soup when I was sick, that the uncle who rants about immigrants is the same man who helped raise me. But that doesn't make it easier, because kindness in one area doesn't erase harm in another, and that's the part that keeps me up at night. When do you walk away? When do you fight? When do you just listen? There's no easy answer. Sometimes you fight. Sometimes you push back. You call things out. You refuse to let lies go unchallenged. Sometimes you walk away. Not because you're giving up, but because the fight is only hurting you and nothing is changing. And sometimes you just listen. Because as much as it might feel impossible, some people really do change. Maybe not today, maybe not in a single conversation, but over time. And if I slam the door now, I might never see it happen. I don't always know which response is the right one. But I do know that if I let the exhaustion turn into bitterness, I lose something bigger than an argument. I lose myself. I was at a party for my friend's wife the other night, and a friend of mine that I've known for decades was lamenting fighting with his sister. He has two sisters, and one is very much Trump, and the other is very much anti-Trump. He claims to fall somewhere in the middle, but I know he voted for Trump. And when the conversation went there, he's like, well, I just really believe in the sanctity of life. And that's fine, I said to him. Then you should never get an abortion. And he looked at me, and he smiled, and he nodded. The conversations can be had. I guess you just have to watch out how you have them. So looking ahead, next time we're talking about finding common ground, or at least trying.